Hi, everyone, and welcome to Black Women Speak. I am Giselle Shapiro, founder and CEO of Black Women Speak, the movement, the network, the upcoming book, and yes, we are focusing on the Black Women Speak book series. And I'm also the senior producer of the Black Women Speak network. I am super delighted to be interviewing Debbie Mills today. Debbie is a published author, she's a motivational speaker, and she's worked primarily in the aerospace industry. And she's a super creative. And she's currently tapping into that creative gene of painting, and she's working with acrylics, which I find fascinating because my dad was a painter, and he painted with acrylics, so I love it. And Debbie is also one of our esteemed co-authors in the book, Black Women Speak. It's time we tell our stories. How are you today, Debbie?
Hello, Giselle. I am doing wonderful. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic. It's a beautiful day here, and I'm just loving life. Thank you so much. And tell me, how has life been given our current climate?
Oh boy, it's really been a challenge, but it's something that each day you get through it a little bit easier. You know, it's a lot of changes and some things that are happening that we've never experienced before.
Yeah.
But one thing that I'm appreciating is working from home. I've always wanted to do that. Unfortunately, it's under the reason behind it isn't good, but it is good to be home and work and then kind of do my creative things and just being careful out here, as careful as I can.
Absolutely. And what are you working on creatively?
Creatively, like you had mentioned, I'm painting, and I had stopped for a while. My mom passed in April, and
I'm sorry.
Thank you. While I was painting is when I got the phone call that she was found unresponsive. So it just kind of hit me in a way that I just stopped painting. But 5 months after that, actually 3 days short of 5 months, I picked up the brush again and I started painting my abstract art. And I kind of paint in twos now, one for her and one for me.
Oh, wonderful. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I think when we lose our moms, there's that mourning.
Oh,
you know,
it's the hardest thing.
Yes, it is. But then you know that she's watching you.
That's right.
Her spirit is living.
Yeah,
you know?
within me for sure. You know, when I like laugh, you know, I laugh. I think about some of the funny things about her, and then I'll think of something that would make me sad that she's not here. But for the most part, I'm grateful I had her as long as I did.
Absolutely. And I would keep up with your post, you know, on Facebook. So thank you so much for sharing your beautiful mom with us.
Thank you.
Oh, you made us all a part of your family.
Thank you, Giselle.
Debbie, God bless you.
A lot of people tell me that. It's really
isn't that amazing?
Yes. So many people tell me how much it's like we know your mom through your posts. They're like, I've never met her in person, but I feel like I've been knowing your mom for years, you know?
Yes. Yes. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
You know, can you tell us a little bit more about your background? I shared a little bit. Is there any more that you want to add?
Let's see. I play piano a little bit, and I'm hoping to write some music. And in fact, I still have the same piano that I got when I was 13 years old.
Oh my goodness.
It's still in my house.
Wow, Debbie.
It's my baby that I love to create on, you know. And so I love doing that. And I also, I want to put the story of my uncle, you know, my Uncle Andy, who was a World War II veteran in the Navy. They named a barrack after him in Coronado, and I want to put together a true story on him.
Oh, I love that.
Yes,
Coronado, that's an honor right there. I love Coronado.
Yeah, I do too.
That's so beautiful.
So I want to get that going, and then I'm working on another little film that a little story I thought of in the shower.
Oh, fantastic. And just like I said, a super creative. That's fantastic. And I'll tell you, your chapter is fascinating because it's titled "Your Space in This Place." Tell
Yes.
me, how did you come up with that title, and just share with our audience a little bit about your chapter?
You know, that title, I was thinking that we're all here in, we're a person in space, you know, we're in a space, we're taking up a space here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so I just thought of, you know, what are we doing in this space that we're in?
Okay.
So I think it was just an awesome thought to think of, like, we're all here in this space to do something,
Mm-hmm.
to give something, to receive something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And while we're here, why not just make the best of who we are, our
Mm-hmm.
purpose?
Mm-hmm.
And
Beautiful.
some people, you know, we're here to give. Well, I think most of us, well, all of us, give and receive love. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we're here to be a good listener.
Yes.
Or, you know, or a good supporter of someone or something, and others are here to create things. So we just have to find our niche and follow through.
Yeah. When I said you were a motivational speaker, you are a motivator. You're a positive influencer, and you want people to see the light of the goodness of who they are and get over all the fluff. Is that true?
That's true. That's very true. Because we all have things that every day, you know, life gives us all sorts of things that we have to go through. And sometimes there are things that we don't want to deal with. Mm-hmm. There's challenges that we get sometimes. It's like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. But when we either deal with it and get over it, or just, you know, not hold on to it, it helps us to move on to the next thing life has to offer. You know, it's just, we can't wallow in things. I think when we just handle a challenge head on, deal with it, and put it aside, then you're able to move on to something else that's more pleasant.
Wonderful. And Debbie, what do you want your readers to learn from your story?
You know, I think that one of the most important things that I would like people to take away from my story is that we should love each other. And sometimes it's hard, and especially forgiving each other. That's even harder. And, you know, oddly enough, it's sometimes it's harder when we forgive our own family. It's like, I don't know. I've talked to a lot of people, and I just look at different situations amongst my friends, and people can sometimes forgive strangers or coworkers or whomever easier than they can our family members, and I wonder why that is. I don't know if it's because we love them anyway, you know, deep down, and we don't have to go through forgiving them or whatever, but. I just think forgiveness is something that we all need to do, because it helps to remove obstacles on our own path.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that. And, you know, when you look at people who forgive those who have harmed family members who are incarcerated because of what they've done, you interview women or men or people or their family members, that's what I meant to say, and they say, I've forgiven this person.
Yes.
And you would think that's the harshest offense that you could make, and you're forgiving that person? That's the way to heal.
That's
it's
right.
It's the only way to heal.
The only way to heal. That's right, Giselle. It's and it's like you say, it's a hard thing for us to do. People want to hold on to the anger or hatred that they have of that other person. But really, you know, while we're being upset at this person, the other person is out there at the beach having a good old time, having a nice little glass of wine or something, and we're holding in all this.
Yeah, and getting sick, and getting sick.
Exactly.
Take it from us. You know, that's a lesson learned right there. Yeah. And tell me, Debbie, what compelled you to be in this book?
You know, a big part of it is you, Giselle. I'm just so proud of you, your vision and what you want to do as far as helping helping our, ladies helping each other,
Mm-hmm.
sisters coming together and giving their input on what they think could help heal someone or give them a direction or show them a challenge they've been through that, hey, listen, this is what I did when it happened to me. Maybe you could try this. But the other part is this, I wanted to be part of this beautiful thing. I think it's beautiful that the fact we're even talking about sisters coming together as one.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're stronger together. We can
absolutely
do more, we can reach higher. And, I just wanted to be a part of it to hopefully, if I could help one person with what I put in there, and as well as the other ladies.
Absolutely.
I haven't read everything yet, but I just know it's some wonderful nuggets in there.
Oh God, yes, for sure. And tell me, Debbie, what pulls at your heartstrings given the current state of our country?
That's a good question, Giselle. It's so much going on right now with the racism, with the, of course, COVID, the economy, people losing their jobs and everything like that. It just makes me, my heart goes out to world healing, just in all of these different areas. And I just think that it's important that all of us, if there's something little we can do or something medium we can do or something huge we can do, to just try to reach out and help each other. But our world is hurting right now. Not only that, the climate changes, the animals are suffering, the humans are suffering, it's just we're at a really perilous time right now. And I'm just hoping and praying that it gets better for all of us.
If one thing I can say to add with what you said, Debbie, is that if we tune in and strengthen who we are and our resolve and showing love, more love, the world needs more love.
Yes, I agree with that 100%.
Yes. And Debbie, can you share 2 or 3 pieces of advice to help our audience get through today's times?
One of the things I would say would be to not give up, to each day try a little harder than you did the day before. Don't take things personal, because we're all going through something. Don't think it's, oh, woe is me. We all have different challenges we're going through, and to not give up, to keep pressing on, and to not procrastinate on things you want to do, things we want to complete in our lives, something we want to give to the world, a legacy or something we want to give. Do it while we can do it, while we're here.
I love that.
Time is running out. It's like the sands in the hourglass thingy. It's every day that sand is rolling out. So we've got to do what we want to do while we can do it, and appreciate and love each other.
Thank you so much for that. And as we conclude, do you have any parting words to share with our audience, Debbie?
I just want to say that as far as our sisters, let's stick together, help each other, check on each other. Sometimes it's just a matter of just picking up the phone and checking on someone to see how they're doing. Check on our elders for sure. I lost 4, besides my mom, 3 uncles and a sister in 3 years. Wow. And it's just so, one day you just wake up and it's like, wow, they're all gone, And fortunately, I contacted them all the time. I called my Uncle Andy, I called my Uncle Irvin and my Uncle Fred, and called my sister. So things like that, don't wait for the elderly to call you. Call them and check on them.
Good. Absolutely.
Love them while you can.
That's a wonderful piece of advice, because you never know till you call.
That's right.
And Debbie, this has been such a pleasure and an honor to interview you and to share your story in Black Women Speak. I really enjoyed this interview, Debbie. Thank you
Thank you,
so
Giselle.
much.
Same here. I appreciate it, and God bless you, and continuing
Thank you.
blessings to you on your journey. And I'm glad to be part of it. This aspect of it, I know you're going to do big things. You have a big heart, and I'm just grateful to be a part of it and to share this with you.
Thank you so much. I am Giselle Shapiro. I'm super excited, like I said, to share Debbie's story and 14 other women's stories in the book, Black Women Speak. It's time we tell our stories.
That's right.
And you can order your copy on the website, www.blackwomenspeakthebook.com. And when you order your book, order one for one of your sisters, because she will thank you if you do. Thank you so much for watching Black Women Speak. Goodbye and God bless. Thank you. Bye, Debbie.
Bye-bye, Giselle. Thank you.
You're welcome.